show them what you can do. Show them what you can do. Please show them what you can do. I said, in this parade, please wave your grades to the brave who fight for you. If you don't gain, they fight in vain. Show them what you can do. Show them what you can do. Please show them what you can do. You make this parade a mere charade if you're marching just for fun. Our troops must feel your thanks for real before the marching is done. They know side by side you can match their stride to the drum beat and the brass, but they're not impressed with you unless you can match their stride in class. This may not sound too diplomatic, but I cannot be more emphatic as I tell you, it's problematic when you do less than your best. Especially when it's because you put your brilliance on pause for the mere peer applause it draws from a so-called friend doing less. Quit playing, I'm saying, you know that you are great, and we know it, so show it. Don't make our heroes wait. In this parade, please wave your grades at the brave who fight for you. If you don't gain, they fight in vain. Show them what you can do. Show them what you can do. Please show them what you can do. For those of you who already do the things that make us proud, your nation in appreciation says thanks to you out loud. Your schoolmates should imitate the way you tap your potential. Let me try to convince them why their effort is essential. Our men and women in uniform before, during, and after Desert Storm always perform above the norm, anywhere and everywhere on the planet. They need to follow our heroes' lead, but they cannot lead if they cannot read. Allow me, please, to plant this seed. Don't take freedom for granted. I'm serious, I'm curious to see U.S. schools behind. Remove the clatter, it's just a matter of our making up our minds. In this parade, please wave your grades at the brave who fight for you. If you don't gain, they fight in vain. Show them what you can do. Show them what you can do. Please show them what you can do. We believe in you, warriors protect you to do what you must to rise. Please do your part. Please start before another warrior dies. In this parade, please wave your grades at the brave who fight for you. If you don't gain, they fight in vain. Show them what you can do. Show them what you can do. Please show them what you can do. They sacrifice for you. Show them what you can do. Please show them what you can do. Please.
Good afternoon and welcome to Wave Your Grades on KUAW.org, the academic patriotism program that is dedicated to veterans and serious secondary scholars. I am your announcer, KUAW Wilson. Now here is our host, civilian urban educator, Carl Boyd.
Thank you so very, very much, KUAW Wilson Peach. That would be producer, engineer, announcer, and co-host, KUAW Wilson. Thank you for bringing us on this afternoon, as you do every Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. As a matter of fact, one of the introductions to the program that you particularly enjoy, as do I, is First Saturday programs featuring Valencia Broadus and her smart club, the young people she brings with her. Last Saturday, the first Saturday in the month of November, studio was not open, and we are blessed to have the cooperation not only of Valencia Broadus and those she brings with her, but we had also scheduled a very special veteran, Rebecca Bradley, for the first Saturday of the month. And in as much as we were not in studio, I was greatly gratified that she consented to come on the second Saturday as well. Now, it turns out that in as much as this second Saturday is November 8th, we are 3 days away from Veterans Day, November 11th. So, one of the things that we will be talking about this afternoon is indeed, or will be, Veterans Day from the perspective of a true veteran who, after serving, continued in her service as a veteran to assist other veterans in any number of ways. So, what we want to do this afternoon is ask Rebecca Bradley what the meaning of Veterans Day can mean in a profound way to those who are in attendance in pretty much middle school, high school, and of course beyond. But then, Valencia has brought us a group who have been doing some things in art and health. And I want to be very careful how I represent, because what I want to say is the impact of art on health, but that's just me talking. Valencia brought us, and those young people she has, quote, brought us, unquote, will not only explain what it means as it relates to art and health, but today, after hearing from Sister Rebecca Bradley about Veterans Day and the implications thereof, then I'm going to ask those young people to talk about how art can give us a healthier view of the impact of Veterans Day. My name is Carl Boyd, and I am a civilian, so I am privileged not only to work with those who have served, and by the way, from time to time when they are in town, we have guests who are serving. But I also get some orientation, some guidance from a group, VFW Auxiliary. The VFW Auxiliary to which I belong is Post 8100, that would be in Grandview, Missouri. And by the way, as a matter of fact, as we get ready to open the program, this gives me an opportunity to say to those who might have an interest in becoming a member of a Veteran of Foreign Wars Auxiliary in your community. My wife, wonderful Wanda, and I happen to live in Grandview. I'm a part of the Grandview VFW Auxiliary. But wherever you live in the community, if there is an interest, let me say that as civilians, we become eligible if we have someone in our family who is a veteran of a foreign war. Now, therefore, I have this privilege because my oldest brother, Herbert William Boyd Jr., served in Korea. He was in the Marines from 1952 until 1955. And because of his service, I, being in his family, being his brother, have the opportunity to work with veterans through the auxiliary, which is a civilian organization. And I can talk about that because we just had a breakfast this morning. And if there are veterans listening who might want to join us on 2nd and 4th Saturday mornings at the BFW Post 8100 in Grandview for breakfast, you can find out exactly how by visiting me at academicpatriotism@gmail.com. I am Carl Boyd. You can find me at academicpatriotism@gmail.com. The telephone number that I use is 816-957-4966. Carl Boyd, academicpatriotism@gmail.com. 816-957-4966. So that is not only to find out how you can become a member of a VFW auxiliary, but for whatever activities in which we happen to be engaged, you can get all of the information by those particular contacts. And every Saturday from 1 until 2 p.m., we are here, KUAW.org, with Wave Your Grades. And if you did tune in while the theme song was playing, you know that one of the reasons that we use the title Wave Your Grades is because so often those who serve, those who have served, those who are awarded for their servants will find those of us who are civilians say the words, "Thank you for your service." And if we happen to greet you at the airport or the train station or at a special program, we tend to want to wave the flag. This program, Wave Your Grades, suggests that not only do we want you, particularly American students, to go beyond waving the flag, but we want you to include that going beyond waving your grades, waving your community service, waving your leadership. You may be a student who had a 180-degree turnaround from something that was not your best potential being exhibited, and so you might wave your turnaround from where you were to where you are and where you are going. Once again, Wave Your Grades, Saturday, November 8th, and Tuesday, November 11th, will indeed be Veterans Day. So here we are, and as a matter of fact, I might ask a very special favor of DeQuay Wilson, who is our producer, that with the emphasis that I have been placing on the theme song, those words, what you might wave, while from a technological standpoint we seek to invite and engage our guests, we might play those words once again, and by the time that is done, we should all be straight. So could we, while we're doing this, play the theme song and then ask those who are with us to pay particular attention to these words while technologically we get our guests lined up for today's show.
Wave your grades, the brave will fight for you. If you don't gain, they fight in vain. Show them what you can do. Show them what you can do. Please show them what you can do. I said, in this parade, please wave your grades, the brave will fight for you. If you don't gain, they fight in vain. Show them what you can do. Show them what you can do. Please show them what you can do. You make this parade a mere charade if you're marching just for fun. Our troops must feel your thanks for real before the marching is done. They know side by side you can match their strides to the drum beat and the brass, but they're not impressed with you unless you can match their stride and class. This may not sound too diplomatic, but I cannot be more emphatic as I tell you, it's problematic when you do less than your best. Especially when it's because you put your brilliance on pause for the mere peer applause it draws from a so-called friend doing less. Quit playing, I'm saying, you know that you are great, and we know it. So show it. Don't make our heroes wait. In this parade, please wave your grades to the brave who fight for you. If you don't gain, they fight in vain. Show them what you can do. Show them what you can do. Please show them what you can do. For those of you who already do the things that make us proud, your nation in appreciation says thanks to you out loud. Your schoolmates should imitate the way you tap your potential. Let me try to convince them why their effort is essential. Our men and women in uniform, before, during, and after Desert Storm, always perform above the norm, anywhere and everywhere on the planet. They need to follow our heroes' lead, but they cannot lead if they cannot read. Allow me, please, to plant this seed. Don't take freedom for granted. I'm serious, I'm furious to see U.S. schools behind. Remove the clatters, just a matter of making up our minds. In this parade, please wave your grades at the brave who fight for you. If you don't gain, they fight in vain. Show them what you can do. Show them what you can do. Please show them what you can do. We believe in you, warriors protect you to do what you must to rise. Please do your part. Please start before another warrior dies. In this parade, please wave your grades to the brave who fight for you. If you don't gain, they fight in vain. Show them what you can do. Show them what you can do. Please show them what you can do. They sacrifice for you. Show them what you can do. Please show them what you can do. Please.
I asked for the theme song to be repeated, as there is emphasis in the month of November on Veterans Day, and what we're asking of our young people in terms of not only appreciating those who have served in the month of November, but beyond. As a matter of fact, one of the things I might do, I don't know if you can see this, but one of the things that I might do is give one of the days of the week. I have this book, Morning Messages, 366 messages, one for every day of the month. At the end of today's program, obviously I will do November 8th, but I want to read something from the book from November 5th. And again, there is one for every day of the year, but this places emphasis beyond November 11th, beyond just the observation on Veterans Day. And if today were November 5th, as I will do at the end of today's program, saying to students across the USA, your Students for Boots message for this day, and then November 8th. I want to read November 5th because it captures what I'm asking of American students in an ongoing way. November 5th offers this word for the day. To students across the USA, your Students for Boots message for this day, November 5th. This is the month to honor veterans, but try to name a month that is not. Please honor November, but always remember students owe them the best that you've got. I'm going to say that again. This is the month to honor veterans, but try to name a month that is not. Please honor November, but always remember students owe them the best that you've got. Now, the reason I went to November 5th, as I talk about this book with a message for every day of the year, is because really looking forward to having our very special guest today, Rebecca Bradley, help us to understand the month of November, November 11th in particular. But if you look at her career, the things that she has done the things that she continues to do, then anyone who has followed her knows that it doesn't stop with Veterans Day. It does not even stop with Veterans Month, but she continues to be very active as a veteran leader across the United States of America. Now, the good thing about Wave Your Grades every Saturday is having the opportunity to help students who are probably in middle school and high school, but in some instances, Valencia brought us matriculating in college, to have an opportunity to find out from guests like Rebecca Bradley how important it is for us to take seriously our appreciation for those who serve and for those who have served. As a matter of fact, one of the projects in which I am engaged has to do with something to which I refer as home to peace. Home to peace. Community and police helping violence to cease in honor of our veterans. Now, when I get to that title in that workshop, in that seminar, that says to honor veterans, it explains why I use the title Home to Peace. That is when I say, and you have heard me say before, that those who have served should never be discharged to go live in a community more violent than where they have served when they were deployed. And so that Home to Peace effort is to help enhance community police relations and indeed help to reduce violence in the greater Kansas City area. So that is something that we will be talking about in an ongoing way, and we do look forward to the caliber of guests that we have today. As a matter of fact, let me find out from DeQuay Wilson if anybody's online. Oh,
Hello, this is
no, I
Rebecca. I hear
cannot see
you.
them. Okay, I see. Okay, so I can go ahead. Thank you so very, very much. This is most interesting to have both Rebecca Bradley and Valencia Broadus, who have indulged my ad-libbing because I thought that we had not come on yet. And from a technological standpoint, my screen doesn't reflect that. Good afternoon, Rebecca Bradley, veteran.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm better now that I hear your voice.
God bless you.
and let
God
me
bless you.
and good afternoon, Valencia Broadus.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you.
Let me tell you that I'm going to shut up right quick and ask Rebecca Bradley if she
Yeah.
will talk to us about this particular month, about Veterans Day. And Valencia, as you and your guests listen, then we would like to talk about the Arts and Health Project and how an understanding of what Rebecca Bradley says can be artfully enhanced. So here is Rebecca Bradley.
Thank you for allowing me to be on your show.
Oh,
I
thank
am a
you.
veteran and I served in the military after I got out of college, which is a wonderful thing. And I wanted to talk a little bit about veterans. Veterans Day was really started by African Americans who wanted to celebrate and remember their loved ones. And
Wow.
then it just took off from there. But, there are some community members who I wanted to talk about. Um, I know you work with young people, and believe it or not, old people don't go in the military, young people do.
Thank
I
you very
went
much.
in right out of college, and I went into the officer corps. And that was very, very interesting. But I do want to say that African Americans, uh, we've always had to face challenges while we were in the military because we have been a minority. However, the military, it teaches us so much in the way of skills, how to be professionals, whereas we can take those skills out in the community and be builders, developers, entrepreneurs. Um, it's just a myriad of things that we learn from the military. Uh, Even though we face challenges, the good just outweighs the bad, you know, particularly if you come from a community that is not diverse and you go into a diverse community, it's something different. And that's one of the things that I did enjoy, despite having challenges. But to the people that I wanted to talk about, there was four. And I wanted to talk about a community center, a housing development center that was named after a young soldier who went to war, World War One. And just as they were announcing that the war was ending, he volunteered to go deliver some ammunition and got killed.
Oh boy.
And he is recognized, and his name is Wayne Miner.
Yes. Thank you.
And that's why we have Wayne Miner Housing Development Center. They thought enough of him to celebrate him, to keep him in remembrance. And they named that development center after him. And then there's one famous person that we all know. I don't know much about him, more so than the general public, and that is Mr. Ollie Gates.
Yes.
Mr. Ollie Gates, he's too served in the military. And we
Absolutely.
look back at the skills and the gifts and the talents that he gave to the community,
Wow.
you know. And so we learn and we take those skills and we put them into use as we come back home and we build. And that's just great. I worked with a lot of veterans throughout my career. I first started working with veterans, helping them obtain jobs once they got out of the military.
Yes.
I would teach them how to do resumes, and we would do mock interviews and things like that. We would put on job fairs. We tried our best to get them jobs because when they come out the military, they have so much skills more than the average person.
Yes.
Because when you're in the military, you're training for war, and you take those skills and you build upon them, and then you come out and you transfer those skills into what is needed in the community. And a lot of people have made and started businesses after they've gotten out of the community. Um, I want to talk about a friend of mine's. Her name, and this is a female, and I'm saying this because I know her personally. When I met her, she was a major, just like myself, and I had gotten out. The next thing I knew, um, she became a lieutenant colonel.
Wow.
Now, Connie, she went in as an enlisted, and then she transferred those skills to become an officer. And the last, she retired a full bird colonel, in the reserves. And that is just one step below a general.
Wow.
And so I want to commend her, because we
Absolutely.
we do go through challenges, and you had to have mental toughness and fortitude to not give up. I don't know how many years she served, but she did an excellent job. But the person who I want to talk about most of all is the gentleman who gave me my job, somewhat. And I say somewhat because uh, it was a lot of interview process before I got to him. And he said, she's the one. And that's Mr. Carson Ross. Mr. Carson Ross, he started his job at Hallmark Cards. And then he got a job uh, through the governor to head up the Missouri Veterans Commission.
Wow.
He was the chair
Yes.
of the commission. And he wanted a pilot program for minority veterans. And the Lord blessed, and I was able to get that job. And I was in that job for about 15 years.
Wow. Yes,
Loved it,
ma'am.
loved it, loved it.
Well,
But Mr. Ross, he also became the mayor of Blue Springs.
yes.
So, he was enlisted, and he
Okay.
got out and he got his college degree. He got hired on at Hallmarks, got appointed by the governor, and then he
Yes.
became mayor of Blue Springs. And I want to say he was a Republican. And all Republicans aren't, homogeneous. And
Yes.
so he was very good in wanting to see people in the community prosper as well as receive their just due. And
Okay.
encouraged me, like you, Mr. Boyd,
Well, I'm learning as I
to
go.
do my best. But
Well, thank you.
if you ride down I-70, you will see in Blue Springs a large community center with
Oh,
his name plastered right over it.
outstanding. Outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So, uh,
yes.
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, no,
Talk.
no. You finish first, please.
Okay. Um, but if we want to take a look at historically some of the things and in the military, we have what made African Americans join the military. It was right in 1863, right after the signature of the Emancipation Proclamation. Free slaves, they wanted to join. They wanted to join the military. They wanted to fight for their cause. And free men of color, they too wanted to fight for their cause. And then we go on and we have our Buffalo Soldiers. Our Buffalo Soldiers, they were military army men who fought, and they fought courageously. And a friend of mine was a Buffalo Soldier. I met a couple of them, towards they were
Yes.
still living, and I think maybe might have a few left. I'm not certain the two that I did get to know had passed on, but they were courageous. We
Yes.
have had military members who were um, put into the field as tankers.
My God.
And you go and look at some of their yearbooks. You have all
Oh,
these
I can imagine.
black men as tankers. Then you have
Yes,
the Tuskegee Airmen. And
that's
these
right.
men went in young.
Now,
They went in young. So the Tuskegee Airmen, they had to know a little something,
without a
because
doubt.
they got up there and they fought in those airplanes high above when
Yes.
the other military people were getting trapped by the enemies. Who they call? They
My
didn't
God.
call Ghostbusters.
Thank you. Thank you.
They
Well, let
called the
me.
Tuskegee Airmen,
Yes, ma'am.
and and they saved them. And then we had the women who served as wax and waves.
Yes.
And I was doing a little research last night, and we had our first female firefighter. She was black, in her name, she was a Lieutenant Colonel
Well,
Kimbrell. And we've had gone on to have women
yes,
who
ma'am.
commanded Navy fleets. Four-star. We had a
Wow.
four-star
And
general.
there are some stories that without a doubt, our young people absolutely need to hear. And before we're out of here this afternoon, we'll make sure we get your contact information. I think you are still making presentations, but I want to bring Valencia brought us in, and before doing that, a profound apology for the time that I took, and my screen wasn't on. I didn't know that everybody was with us. And Valencia, you are so gracious not only to come on yourself, but you have very patient young people waiting for their opportunity. And my God, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon. It's 1:36 to everybody. I'm not going to take a lot of time because I really want to allow our young people to
Please.
talk and
Wow.
speak. They joined us, and so I'll just say a little bit. But if you guys can turn on your videos so we can be able to see you and stuff as you're going to talk today and share with us a little bit. So I'm just going to quickly jump in. And Miss Bradley, it's always great to see you and talk with you. We ran into each other at the Dunbar luncheon, and I said, "I know you." She's like, "I know you."
Yes, yes. And I love your kids. They are so mannerable.
Yes.
Very much so.
Wonderful.
They
Mhm.
they benefit heavily
Yeah.
from the adults that pour in around, of course, their own parents and family, but us, the extra ones, the surrogate monitors that are out here just trying to be a part of their success circles, they benefit from that. The more
And we
that,
need more mentors like you.
amen, like
We
all of
do.
them.
Amen.
So I'll just quickly share, then I want them to share a little bit more.
Okay.
Please.
Mr. Beck with us, thank you. That
Okay.
what we're working on, I do a health professions club in the community, and so different schools allow me to kind of come in and do stuff. So this semester, with our young people at De La Salle and then just in the community, we're focused on the mental health side of that health profession thing. And so
Okay.
we're doing an art recognition connections reception, basically saying that art is good for our heart, mind, body, and soul. The reason this fits so great with we're talking about veterans, I like how you had shared, Miss Bradley, that our veterans, when they come back, they have more skills than the average person. So them being able to get into work and in different positions and stuff, it's like they're bringing all the skill, wisdom, knowledge, and the professionalism. What I have found, in addition to that, what I have found over the years working as a workforce coordinator with veterans and just different populations is that our veterans, sometimes they have that deep skill, but sometimes because they're coming back with a mental health matter that had not been addressed. And so they get into different work situations, and meaning, older people, not even the kids yet, they get in positions, and sometimes things can trigger them, not because anything wrong with them, it's because sometimes things weren't addressed. And so my dad's a veteran, other people going through different things. And there are times when we ask them, so how do y'all, like you'd said, the mental toughness and fortitude to make it through?
Yes.
And they do that in the military, then they come out here and deal with foolishness. But anyway, meaning just not knowing, people not making it easy to just come on back into civilian life and making a really good path for them to transition back in well. So say all that to say, the art is good for the heart. Our project is saying, no matter what chronic illness, whether it can be, cancer, heart disease, anything, or transitioning back from the military or incarceration or anything, how can art help people to come back in, reconnect to themselves or just life situations? And there's all types of art, which what we've been really, focusing on. So I'm gonna stop there because what we did with this semester, Miss Heaven Hart, who Art's Good for the Heart, Miss Heaven Hart helped us basically lead our session this semester with some young people, helping them to not only invite artists to come in from the community who do all this art. So We have 9 artists. They're going to come in, and they're going to bring in their art. They're going to showcase it on November the 12th, at next Wednesday, at De La Salle. And it's going to be a red carpet, beautiful situation. But for those artists, they were like, okay, so we're going to just put our art there. Who's coming? Who's going to come see our art besides, our young people? Well, Miss Heaven assisted the class in having a really good promotion marketing piece where she helped us to build a website to where we could then promote all these artists, all they're doing, and we're using it to invite them in the community. So I really want to highlight Miss Heaven Hart for a minute. Miss Heaven, I know you're there in your restaurant, because you told me. So if you don't want to turn your video on, I wish you would though, but talk with us a little bit about how you've been working with us over the past 5.5 weeks, doing this project with us, please.
Okay, you said, can you talk about how the experience has been working on the project with you?
Yes, how it's been you teaching us, and just anything you want to talk about this, doing this with us, and you leading us through this, which has been exciting.
I think it's been a great experience just getting to work with the students and seeing them, being interested in learning about planning the event, all the different things we've been doing, from creating the Eventbrite to creating a website. They've really been engaged and excited about the event as a whole.
Okay, I think we lost her, and that's what was happening a little bit here and there. So I wanted to catch her before.
That was why I was so late. But please go ahead.
No, you're awesome. The reason I wanted her just to kind of just mention that a little bit is because she's a college student. I mean, she's got a couple of classes she'll be done. So we always try to bring in our older career clubbers to come back and really teach and mentor the younger ones that we're trying to create the pipeline of, so that we all are giving back. And so she knows how to build websites. She has her own marketing company, all this stuff, which is great. But how can we get her to help these students to do great in their project through promoting art and how it helps with mental health? So they've been learning about that as well and all that. And so it's really exciting because we'll do the showcase, next week, and the community's coming. They've all been inviting people to come and hang out and see this art. And the artists are so excited. And Mayla and Giselle, since you're here with us, please want you to say a little bit, and I'll ask you a specific question in just a few moments about why you guys believe art is good for the heart. So be ready to talk to us, okay? But I do want to just share some of our artists that are coming. Miss Maria, she's got paintings, and they're already on the website. A lady named Miss Malika, she does crocheting, and so she crochets dolls and clothes and like the little M&M characters and all sorts of stuff. So that's pretty exciting. A lady named Miss Sherry, she's bringing ceramics and these art love boxes, and so but again, they do the art for their own reasons, and so they will each mention why they do art. We're having an open mic, so one of the students will lead the open mic with them talking and all that.
Thank you.
So we'll have ceramics, we'll have music. People do music to relax and all of that. So we'll have a little bit of poetry. We have a person, and you'll remember this, Mr. Boyd, at the McClinton Scholars event, there was a lady helped us, Miss Tierra, to write a book about Mr. McClinton. And so Miss Tierra is going to be coming. She's actually now a teacher now. So she's going to talk about her writing, and then Miss Tiffany Hart, she's going to be also bringing painting and art boxes and that she's always done. So it's going to be an exciting day to see the art, but to heals, and that's a project that the students put together, and I just wanted to share that. So I'll stop there.
Who will we hear from next? Where the young people are concerned, art and mental health. Who's next?
Who's next? Mayla?
Okay, my name is Nayla, and I think that art is good for the heart because it can it can help with stress and it can calm you down, and it can some types of art can help you sleep. It can help your
Absolutely.
blood pressure and mindset.
Absolutely.
Something happened where I can't hear.
I'm sorry, Sister Broadus, you were saying?
Can't hear you, Mr. Boyd. It could
Uh-oh.
be just me.
Okay. Now, Giselle, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Share with us this afternoon, if you would.
Okay, I feel like art is good for the heart because I feel like it's good for like your emotional and mental feelings. I feel like art like gives you time to like breathe, and I feel like also in like painting, like you can just paint your feelings out. I just feel like it's a way to express yourself and like help through times when you feel stressed to like help yourself calm down. And then some people, like a lot of people use art to cope and to help them feel understood.
I would like, now, is there a young person from whom we have not heard? I want you to envision, if you would, and ask Sister Rebecca Bradley to help me. I'm 83 years old, and back in the day, we heard a term, quote, shell shocked, unquote. In more recent history, we have heard of PTSD, post
That's correct.
traumatic
Mm-hmm.
stress disorder.
Yeah.
And young people, if you had a canvas and you were going to tell the story on that canvas, and we said military mental disorder, how might you portray that? Mela, Giselle, and then we'll ask Sister Bradley to comment on that.
May you repeat that, please?
Go right ahead.
May you please repeat that?
How would you use art to discuss mental illness among military personnel?
Um, so how art can help the military? Like,
Yes, if they are mentally distraught and you wanted to help them, how would you paint that picture?
I'd say um, I say give like the military if they're like struggling with like the PTSD, give them like some type of like art to like help them be calm
Hmm.
and kind of get their mind off of it.
That is so important.
Like something like nonverbal, like a calming sound or like a video to help with the emotions and yeah, and then mental health.
Do you mind telling us how old you are?
I'm 16.
Coming from a 16-year-old, that is so good. Giselle, uh, what would you say to that? You have someone who has mental disorders, and you want to, as Mela says, calm them with some art. What might it look like?
I feel like what it would look like is give them time to like make art like paint or stuff like that just to calm them down because I do feel like that is a big way to help people calm down. So like times where they can just paint or like write or really anything just to help them calm.
I appreciate that so much. We are hearing from young people, Rebecca Bradley. Express your appreciation for them.
I really appreciate all the things that they said, and those are some of the things that we try to do, calm ourselves down
Ooh,
with mindfulness meditation. That's the latest thing because when you get excited, you got to come back to, um, I don't want to say come back to earth, but come back to a position in your health where your blood pressure is back into the normal range. Um, Oftentimes, when people who serve in war and see conflict, their mind sometimes go back to those things. And then sometimes when people who face office place harassment,
ooh,
that's a
yes,
real thing. And that's when uh, people in your office try to intimidate you. And a lot of times you're trying to do your job or whatever. But I go to the Kansas City VA and they have art classes, believe it or not.
okay.
They have meditation class, they have painting, they have photography, you can ride horses. They have a plethora of things for veterans who have PTSD. And I like working with art. This is my latest project. If you can see, I don't know if you can see it. Well, anyway, I'm working on planners.
Wow.
And I used to work on creating baby dolls. Me and my mom did that
Hmm.
shortly after I got out the military. And we sew and do various things. And what it does for me is it soothes the brain, something that I can do
Excellent.
to kind of, keep my mental health in order.
Yes, ma'am.
Mental health is very, very important, particularly for us veterans, depending on how long you stayed in. Some people stay in longer than others. Some
Yes.
people encounter it longer than others, but some people can get burnt out in a very short period of time, and and that counseling is needed. But art, it is for the soul and it is for the heart.
This is so. Let
And I
me.
and I appreciate what the kids are doing. I like going to
Yes.
art shows, and I'm a crafter, and I buy other people's craft,
Oh,
and
good too.
I would love to buy some of the kids' crafts and things when
That's
I go
good.
out, or whatever they're selling, So, but art
Thank you.
is
Uh,
good in Valencia. I appreciate you working with the kids in that area.
Well, let me ask if heaven is not still here, can Valencia? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because for what she was describing to us, if she's not here to answer, you can for me. For that format, would a particular exhibit dealing with the military and uh, even disorders, could that be one of the exhibits in what heaven does?
Yes, we would love that.
Okay.
Um, Whenever we can, in any way, for this particular piece we're doing, so we'll have the different artists that'll do things, but we're also going to have community health workers that are going to be. There'll be someone there that'll have, about diabetes. There'll be a table about different illnesses. We don't have anyone specific to the military because that would be beautiful because a lot of the students in the school and the people coming through, they all know military people. And this will be the
Yes.
day after Veterans Day. So it'll be perfect, if we could, because we see every day, unfortunately, we see every day veterans who, here in Kansas City who are homeless, who are going through things. And kids, we really see that. And
Yes.
sometimes they don't understand it. They don't understand what's going on. So that's the reason the Health Professions Club, our big piece is we're just teaching and making people aware, especially young people, because they are often the doctors in their family's house. If you give them the right information, meaning the advocates, not a doctor, but they can be the health guide or
Yes.
what's going on, the Alzheimer's, all sorts of things. So we try to make them more and more aware of the different things going on in our community, but if they're not scared and that they can get a little information on who to refer to, So everything that we can show them and give them, we would love it and welcome it. And yes.
Thank you, thank you. Now, let me say this, most particularly to Mela and Giselle, to the young people, but to everybody. We have come to the end of the program. There is not a profound enough apology that can drip off of my lips for what I did at the beginning of the program. My screen did not let me know that we had our guests, and I filibustered 12 minutes that prevented Mela's and Giselle's and Heaven's time. So that was my fault. And I do apologize. I want everybody to come back in the very
We're
few.
happy to be here,
Well, let me
so
tell
thank
you, in the
you
very few
for that.
seconds that we have, please each your closing remarks for today, and please know we want you to come back. Let us start with Giselle, then Mela, then Valencia, and our very special guest, Rebecca Bradley. Giselle,
Right. Yes.
you are welcome.
Hi. Thank you for allowing me to be here today. And that's okay what happened at the start, and I will most definitely be back.
Thank you. Mela,
Yes. Thank you for letting me be here. And it's okay for what happened at the start, and I will be back. God bless you
thank
all.
you, thank you. Seriously, Valencia
Aren't
Brothers.
they just kind, thoughtful young people? You know, the response. Amen. Yes, please just if you have questions about what the young people are doing with art and being a mentor or anything like that, please just send me a text, 816-612-1083, and just say, I just want to know more. And if you do that, of course, reference your Here's on Mr. Boyd show, but just text us, 816-612-1083, and we'll tell you more about what they're doing and how you can help. And thank you, Miss Bradley. Good to see you, and Mr. Boyd. Thank you.
And
And young ladies, thank y'all too.
and for our very special guest, Rebecca Bradley.
Well, thank you again for allowing me to be on one of your wonderful shows,
You
your
are too
wonderful
nice.
programming. Late or whatever, I'm here when you ask.
God
And
bless
I did
you.
fail to mention that I am the commander of National Associations for Black Veterans, and we meet on Zoom likewise. But we need to reach out to the veterans and try to get them involved. We want to see young veterans. We want to see older veterans. We need each other so we can create a model city of African Americans serving one another.
Praise
Thank
God. Thank you so very, very much. And
hmm
now, as I turn it over to our producer, engineer, our co-host DeQuay Wilson, with the utmost apology for her having to exercise such patience with me. I do apologize. Here is DeQuay now.
First of all, it truly is my pleasure to be here. I want to thank everyone, our listeners, our guests, our viewers, for joining us on your Stoots for Boots Wave Your Grades program. We do come to you live every Saturday from 1 until 2 p.m. Central Standard Time at the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center right here in Kansas City, Missouri. I am your announcer, DeQuay Wilson. Now, our host, Carl Boyd, will close with his daily message for students in honor of our veterans from his book, Morning Messages.
To students across the USA, your Stoots for Boots message for this day, November 8th. Before the rooster crows, our troops wake him up. Were you on time today? This is Wave Your Grades. Thanks to all of our guests. Carl Boyd saying, Gracious God and Wonderful Wanda, I'm on my way home.